Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm doing a set review for the LEGO City Set 2018 Ambulance Helicopter. This is set number 60179. It comes with 190 pieces and 3 minifigures. I'm going to jump straight into this review. So here we have the main build is the helicopter right here, obviously. And it is obviously, you know, your medevac helicopter type setup. So, you got the ambulance logo on the side. It got a couple stars of life printed throughout this whole thing. Honestly, I think that the setup for this helicopter is pretty good. LEGO has made hundreds of helicopters in their history, and by far this is one of my favorites, especially with the color scheme, which stands out a lot with the red and the yellow. But I think one of my favorite parts about this is the functionality of it. With this set, you actually have places to put all of your accessories, including some syringes. There's actually an extra one, and you still have the space to put that if you don't want to put it in the minifigure's hand. But, so you have a space for 2 syringes. There's places to put walkie-talkies. There are still places to put minifigures as well, along with just a whole bunch of stuff that you can actually do with this. But getting into the smaller details, on the underside you have skis instead of traditional wheels or skids for landing gear. You have 2 spotlights on either side of the helicopter off to the side rather than having it underneath the cockpit. At the back, you have an opening door that folds down to allow you to get access to the back, so you can put your stretcher in. So I'll take that and I can just slide it on in there. There aren't any studs connecting that, but it stays in place pretty well. And I think that's pretty cool that you can actually slide it in there and you don't have to actually worry about taking off the roof or anything. Right here you have an IV pole. I think that's pretty cool. On the side here, these can be folded out and you can actually put minifigures on there. I can either stand one up, and I don't have to bend them down because you have the engine pod up here, which I think is a great detail, having these types of engine pods rather than brick-built ones. And I don't have to worry about the roof getting in her way. So I think that's pretty good. And then you can also sit the person down as well. You can either have them sitting that way or sitting that way, and that is a great thing to do. Much more functional than some previous helicopters where you actually had to struggle to get them to bend over and stand like in there, but now this really does work a lot better. And speaking of space for more things, the set does come with this snowboard right here. This belongs to the snowboarder that has gotten injured on the mountain, and rather than having to leave this behind or throw it into the helicopter just randomly, I can either clip it to the side like that, or I could attach it to the other 1x2 plate on the side right here, which is great. That is just a great thing to have. One of the things that I'm nitpicking here is the fact that there is space for a minifigure in there, but I actually can't put one in because the roof right here, that gets in the way, but I don't think that's a big problem. I think it's great that they had the stretcher sit a little bit farther back here rather than all the way in there. That actually gives you a better look at this EKG, which is a sticker. I would have preferred them to put that on a tile or something, but I think just on the wall, that's okay. And then there is a little clip for a syringe in there. Let me get that so you can see it better. So yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Inside the cockpit, there's no control sticks or anything. You just have a console, no seat. They could have put a seat in there, but they didn't. I don't know why. Probably because of the parts count or something, but I would have liked it a lot better if they had put a seat in there and maybe some control sticks. But I'm fine with the console anyway, because you don't really see this once you put the roof on. The last bit of detail that I do want to point out is the rear section, this tail section. You have a different style of rotor that they did here. I think it looks pretty good, especially with this fan piece. Although I think this is more suitable for aquatic vehicles like submarines and stuff. It looks pretty good on here. I think the idea looked pretty good. From box art that I saw, I didn't know if I was gonna like this a whole lot, but now that I see it in person, I actually do like this. I just wish they could have set this fin, this tailpiece, up farther like that. Of course, that's something that I can do with simple modifications, but I think that would have looked a little bit better. But it's fine how they have it right now, because that angles back and covers a lot of that section anyway. And of course the rotors do spin very smoothly and they look pretty good. That is good. Always good. Moving on to the minifigures, this set includes 3 of them, 2 of which are EMTs. One of them is the pilot and the other one is attending to the patient in the back of the helicopter. And the last one is the snowboarder right here that has gotten injured. In terms of the snowboarder, we don't really have anything new with him. No new prints. The head print, that's relatively new, but that's not new for 2018. We've gotten all those colors before. Same with the hat right there. We've gotten that in white before as well. So nothing really new with this figure. Nothing interesting at all. But it was just a good figure to include anyway, to be able to have a patient on the helicopter. Of course, the next minifigure is our pilot right here. He has some new printing for the torso, which looks really good with that color scheme, having the blue and the red like that, and then having some metallic coloring going through. I also like the back a lot, rather than just having these in the old red style that they had a few years ago, back in like 2012. These are just a new one, and I'm pretty happy that they did that. I would love to see them include it in some new sets. And besides the print on the torso, there's nothing new with this figure. So let's move on to the final figure, which is the other EMT. She has the new print here, but it's actually different from the pilot. I didn't notice that until now, but you have the blue on the bottom, and then you have a stripe of kind of a muted yellow going through the middle, and then you can see that the top right here is a bit unbuttoned. This is a female specific torso, which works good because this is a female figure. I've heard some people complain that they don't like female specific ones, they want more gender neutral ones. I don't care, it really doesn't matter. It just matters that you have a good character with good printing. Other than that, there really aren't any new things on here except for the hat, which I will show you up close right now. This hat right here is a dual molded piece. So you have a baseball cap on top with a ponytail going through the middle, which looks pretty good. I'm in love with this piece. I do want to see that in a lot more 2018 sets, and I've already seen a few which have that, which I'm pretty happy with. I think they could do that a little bit more, maybe with some male hair, some shorter hair coming through the bottom. I would love to see some more dual molded pieces in the future as well, for hats and for legs and torsos and all that. But I think we've got a good selection of minifigures in this set. My favorite ones are the EMTs and the snowboarder. A lot less interesting, but I think his color scheme is good, especially because it matches the color of his snowboard. Overall, this was a great set, and by far, this is my favorite set of 2018 so far, and I'm excited to see what they have later down the line. There are a few more Lego City sets that have come out very recently, that I really am excited to get, and I really do want to review those sets because they look great. There is one problem for the 2018 sets, though, and I think that is the police line. Lego, you got to take a break with the police. I know it sells well, but I think you got to give your designers a break because they're running out of ideas. The cars this season for the police line, they don't look good. I'm just going to say it. They don't look good, and neither do the buildings. But besides that, I have high hopes for this year, especially with this set. This is by far my second favorite Lego City set that I've ever gotten. So that is definitely a good sign. And I hope to see you guys next time. But a quick announcement before I go. This Saturday, I will be doing a live stream on my YouTube channel at 8 o'clock. I'll also be doing a live stream on my Instagram page on Saturday at 9 o'clock. So be sure to look for those, because for this upcoming live stream on YouTube, I will be doing a full city update. I'm not making a separate video this time. I'm just going to do a live stream. So I highly suggest you either attend that live stream or watch it after, because you're going to, if you want to know what's changed in the city very recently, then that's going to be important to watch. But that's it for now, guys. See you next time.